Dear brothers and sisters, today inshallah Rabbil Alameen we will talk about chapter 3 in the book of Riyad us-Salihin, which has been written by Imam Nawawi rahimahullah ta'ala wa radiyallahu ta'ala anhu warda. Today we will talk inshallah about the steadfastness, which is sabr, patient. Allah Azza wa Jal said, وَلَنَبْلُوَنَّكُمْ بِشَيْءٍ مِّنَ الْخَوْفِ وَالْجُوعِ وَنَقْصٍ مِّنَ الْأَمْوَالِ وَالْأَنفُسِ وَالثَّمَرَاتِ وَبَشِّرِ الصَّابِرِينَ. We will test you by hunger, decreasing your money, decreasing in souls, yourselves, decreasing of fearness. You will find all those things. We will test you by all of those things. And for those who have patience, Allah Azza wa Jal will give them or reward them with Jannah. And Allah Azza wa Jal said, إِنَّمَا يُوَفَّى الصَّابِرُونَ أَجْرَهُمْ بِغَيْرِ حِسَابٍ. Indeed, that patient will be rewarded without count. Allah Azza wa Jal will reward them. Every time Allah Azza wa Jal mentioned the sabr, all of you know as-sabr, the patience, the steadfastness. Every time Allah Azza wa Jal mentioned that thing in Al-Quran, He mentioned the reward of that thing. It's not countable. No one knows the real reward for that sabr but Allah Azza wa Jal. And He started to tell us some ahadith. Imam Nawawi started to narrate some ahadith about the sabr and how much it's important for the believers to know how Allah Azza wa Jal will reward those people who is going to have sabr, inshallah. Our Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, some companions of Al-Ansar came to our Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam and they asked him. He gave them some money, some food, whatever they asked, he gave it to them. And they asked again, and he give it to them again, until he has nothing to give them. And our Prophet ﷺ told them, whenever there is anything with me, I will never hesitate to give it to you. But it's just remember that the best thing that Allah could give you is to be patient. And whoever want a gift from Allah Azza wa Jal, there is nothing more important than to be patient. That's the most a gifted thing from Allah Azza wa Jal. Could Allah Azza wa Jal give it to you? And he mentioned other hadith, and the most important hadith of this hadith, our Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam told us a story about ancient people before Islam, many centuries before Islam. There was a king. He was a very powerful king. He has a magician in his service. This magician become very old. He told that king, please bring a young man, I can teach him. So if I died or something happened to me, he can continue my service to you. He chose a young man. That young man started to take lessons from the magician. And while he going and back to that magician, he saw a monk praying to Allah Azza wa Jal in a very distant, a very quiet place out of the city. He stayed with him. He listened to his prayers and he wanted to learn from him. So the monk started to learn him whatever Allah Azza wa Jal taught him. After a while, he has a conflict in his head. Which one is the right path? The monk or the magician? The monk or the magician? Which one is the right? And suddenly something happened. He was walking in the streets going to the magician, and he find a big animal, like a beast, stand on the street, prevent people from going and back. When they saw him, they said, oh, you are the young man who is learned by the magician. Come, you can help us in this. Use some magic to remove it from our way. In that time, it's the moment of truth. He take small stone, and he said, Ya Allah, Allahumma in kana amru rahibi haqqan, faqtul hadhihi ad-dabba. Ya Allah, if the path of the monk is the right path, kill that beast with a small stone and he threw it on that beast, it killed directly with a small stone. Then people come around him. Is this a kind of magic? He said, no, it's not magic at all. It's something called faith in Allah. Who is Allah? People start to ask about Allah Azza wa Jal. He teach them about Allah Azza wa Jal. And Allah Azza wa Jal give him barakah, blessing. Whoever illness man came to him, he make dua for him, Allah give him shifa directly. So a lot of people, a lot of illness people go to him and they have faith in Allah Azza wa Jal. They said, give me shifa. He said, I don't have the ability to give you shifa. It's Allah. Who is Allah? Allah is the creator of all of us. What's the meaning of that? He explained faith for them. They becoming Muslims, they becoming believers, and he make dua for them. So Allah Azza wa Jal give them shifa according to his dua. One of the servant of the king, like the ministers of the king or something like this, the high position in the government, he heard about him. He was blind man. He went to him with a very big box of treasures, wealth, whatever, money, gold. He said, all that money is for you. He said, why? He said, if you cured me from my blindness. He said, I can't cure you. But if you have faith in Allah, I can make dua for you. It's just Allah, the one who can cure you from that. Allah is the one who can give you shifa for that. And he explained faith for him. He explained tawheed for him. So that man become a believer. So after that, he make dua for him. Allah give him shifa. His eyes coming back again. The second day he went to the king, and those people around the king, he saw him. What happened with you? You see again. You were blind. He said, yes. Who gave you shifa? He said, Allah. He said, I am your God. He said, no, you are not my God. You are like normal man, like us, all of us. Allah is the creator who create me and create you and create all of us. He's the one who give me shifa. He said, who taught you that? No one. He started torturing him until he tell the king about the boy. He bring the boy, he tortured him until he lead them to the monk. They bring the monk, torture him to give kufr wal-'iyadu billah. But the monk refused to give kufr, and the king ordered his soldier to take an iron saw, put it in his head, and he split him to two parts, killed him. He did that for the minister, the believer, and for the boy, he told them, I want to torture him before I kill him. So what you order us? He said, take him to a very high mountain. And when you reach the highest point in the mountain, throw him from that mountain. He said, okay. They went with that boy to the highest point at the mountain, and they said, would you give kufr? He refused to give them kufr. And he said, Allahumma kfinihim bima shi't. Ya Allah, protect me from them in the way you choose. Ya Allah, protect me from them. What happened? They have earthquake on the mountain. All of them fall from the mountain, and he get back safely to the king. He said, what happened? Where's my soldier? Allah killed them all. Who is Allah? Your creator. The one who create you, who create all of us. No, I have to kill you. He said, you will not be able to kill me. He ordered his soldier again to take him and put him in a boat and go to the deep sea and throw him with cuffed. They tried to do this with him. He make the same dua. Allahumma kfinihim bima shi't. Ya Allah, protect me from them. What happened? The boat sank, and he is the one survivor of all those soldiers. He came back to the king. He said, how can I kill you? He said, you will never be able to kill me unless you do as I told you. Gather all people in the town in one place. and shoot me with an arrow and said, Bismillahi Rabbil Ghulam. Bismillah, the creator of that young man, the creator of that boy. In that moment only you can kill me. Anyway, you will never be able to kill me. He did that when all people, because people hear the stories about him. What the king said shows the people that there is no power can touch that man unless it's the name of Allah. Unless it's with the name of Allah Azza wa Jal. Means Allah is the powerful. Allah is the creator. So even the king, he couldn't be able to touch the young man unless Allah Azza wa Jal written that. So he threw that arrow in his heart and the boy killed. At that moment exactly, all people say, Amanna bi Rabbil Ghulam, Amanna bi Rabbil Ghulam. We all become believers of Allah Azza wa Jal. Amanna bi Rabbil Ghulam. The king get crazy. What happened? He didn't get the notes. He didn't get what the point of that boy. After that, he ordered them to dug in the roads like ukhdud, like big holes, fill it with fire and woods. And everyone tested. If he doesn't want to give kufr wal-'iyadhu billah, they throw him. All people has been thrown in that holes, ukhdud. And after that, there is a woman with a small boy. When they stopped her at the edge of that hole, they said, would you give kufr? She looked to her son in her hands. She hesitated a little bit. But her boy told her, my mother, don't hesitate. You are in the right path. She threw herself with her boy in the fire. This was a boy like 2 months, 3 months, can't talk. It's a miracle. Allah Azza wa Jal make that miracle like karama for awliya. And Allah Azza wa Jal told us that story in Surah Al-Buruj, إِنَّ الَّذِينَ فَتَنُوا الْمُؤْمِنِينَ وَالْمُؤْمِنَاتِ ثُمَّ لَمْ يَتُوبُوا فَلَهُمْ عَذَابُ جَهَنَّمَ وَلَهُمْ عَذَابُ الْحَرِيقِ وَالسَّمَاءِ ذَاتِ